So now that I got my humidor, the next thing on the list is probably another gun. So when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about, for the new gun owners out there and some current gun owners, what are some of the things that you recommend taking into consideration, getting and doing when you're considering and when you buy a new gun?
First and foremost, once you get your new weapon, we're gonna get to zero in and providing a name for it if you like doing that shit, and speed loaders. But a couple of things I wanted to mention is first thing you should do is take a picture of the paper with your serial number on it. So you can always have it just in case it's stolen or something like that. You always need to keep the serial numbers for every weapon you have somewhere where you can always access it. Me personally, I don't take pictures. I just give the paper to my wife. She has them all. Next thing you want to do, you
put them
want
in
to
the safe.
Oh, you keep them in the safe?
Yeah.
That's that's a hell of a spot too. Excellent spot. The next thing, break that bitch down and give it a good oiling up and functions check and all that high speed shit. And once you get past that point, then me personally, that's when I like to give them a name. You know what I mean? Just like Bilbo Baggins did. You know what I mean? Sting. This is Sting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like to give him a name. My shotgun, which was probably the first firearm I actually bought myself, I named her Cookie because Empire was popping in. You know what I'm saying? Cookie was old firecracker. I'm like shotgun. Yeah, that's motherfucking Cookie right there. If motherfucker come in the house, they're gonna be confused. Like, baby, go get me Cookie. What? You know what I'm saying? And I name them all, man. Every weapon I have. I'm not gonna mention how many I have or what I have, but yeah, I definitely name them all. It's just fun. It's just out of pure fun. I started doing that on deployment when I named my 240 Bravo Nicki Minaj, and my M4 was Keisha Cole or some shit like that. I named it, but it's all fun. Speed loaders is a preference. It's for me. Speed loaders, yes, for magazines that hold more than 12 or 13. It's pain in the ass to like 30 fucking rounds, your hands cramp up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I like speed loaders for like revolvers and stuff based off of when I was at the prison and I seen how quick it was to bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? If you're in an actual firefight or something like that with a weapon like that. So but all that stuff is some really good things to have and to do when you get your weapon for the first time, especially if it's your very first one. A lot of people like to, I got my first one. I'm gonna go shoot that bitch right away. Don't go shoot it right away. At least take it home and get a feel for it first. And another thing, practice with it first. Don't just go straight out to it. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, read the manual because they all come with manuals. Even me, I've been dealing with firearms now for about 13, 14 years, and I still check out the manual just to see if something I don't know or a preferred magazine or something like that. So, so I know you got yours months ago, and it's your actual first. It's your first one you've actually bought, correct?
Yeah.
So what do you think as far as when you first buy a brand new, beautiful piece of equipment?
So first of all, I'm not gonna make it look like a Lego. Not gonna do that.
I almost choked on my goddamn ice.
So first thing I'm gonna do after, because by the time I made the selection, I've done research to figure out what I want, seeing common failure points, common complaints, see and so like you said, as soon as it gets in, read the manual, break it down, give it a good cleaning, make sure it's oiled up and all that good shit, ready to go. I'm gonna do some dry firing just to be comfortable with that, and just practice, rack the slide, check the magazine release, all that shit. Making sure I'm just comfortable operating it. You know what I'm saying? Because while a lot of stuff is basically the same, still you just want to see how that fit is, making sure you can reach everything comfortable, how you can maintain your sight picture, stuff like that. That's kind of what I do on the beginning. I don't name mine. I ain't quite got to that level yet. I haven't sat down and looked at it and said, I'm gonna call you something. It just don't even feel right for me. So To each his own. If you name your firearm, that's
I
cool.
do.
If you do, let us know the names in the comments. That'd be kind of funny to hear.
I got another
You
one
talk.
called Drago too.
Hmm. Yeah. So as far as like speed loaders go, um, for like your home defense ammo, when you have it for the nightstand, I don't think you need one for that. Or for your concealed carry, when you change that ammo out, I don't think you really need one for that. I think, like you said, the piece about the revolver, that's a pretty good point, because those if you have the little moon clips or the little strips, I mean, I think those are pretty cool to load a revolver faster, because it's definitely faster than bop 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 bop.
Yeah. Especially if that's your everyday carry.
Yeah.
As a revolver, you definitely need a speed loader for that guy.
Yeah, I think so. Another thing I was going to say on speed loaders, I think another good place for speed loaders is the range. So if you're at the range and you putting in rounds and you burn through all the rounds in your magazine, and you don't want to spend time at the range, okay, another one. You just want to go ahead and have that shit going quick so you can get back into firing and all that shit, because that's what you're paying for that lane for.
Yep.
So that's what I'm all for. Question I got for you, and here's where I'm at right now too, that I was having dilemmas, is do I buy more accessories for the guns that I have, or do I buy a new gun? Because the cost, once you get in there to like red dots and lights and shit like that, you damn near bought another gun.
Yeah.
Or bought or paid more. So what do you think about like accessories versus buying another firearm?
My personal opinion, well, my from my personal experience and what I do is I get the gun first. And when I think, okay, like right now I'm not buying any more firearms. Now it's time to put an accessory here, put an accessory there. Like I got optics on just about everything now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple foregrips and everything like that. So I think, me personally, buy the weapons, then eventually graduate to the accessories. Because for one, like let's take ARs for example. A lot of people go straight on buy the sights and all this other shit, but you can't shoot with iron sights. But you're gonna put some optics on. Them optics ain't always gonna work.
Yeah.
So you should be familiar with your weapon with just iron sights and just the basic factory stock of it, and then add to it because you're already comfortable enough with it. You know how it works. Just in case these nice little accessories don't work how they should, you can adjust real quick and continue fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something I did not mention is zeroing.
Yes.
Now, zeroing.
Talk about it. First of all, tell us, for those that may not have purchased their first gun or never had to do it, explain to the folks what zeroing is.
Zeroing is basically getting your sights adjusted to you. And so you can aim where you're shooting it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just, hopefully you'll hit what you're aiming at, but zeroing, you actually get that shit in a nice little circle to where you're aiming accurately. You know what I'm saying? Zeroing is all about accuracy. And 2-0, for the people who don't know how to zero, my recommendation is at least 10 rounds into your target. You do 10, stop, adjust how you want to adjust it. Do you need to go left more? Do you need to go right more? Up, down, whatever. But the trick to zeroing is like everything with shooting your firearm, is your fundamentals. If your breathing is off, it's gonna be impossible to fucking zero, because you're gonna think, oh, I need to keep going down, down. I need to keep going up, up. If your sight picture changes, you think, oh, I need to go left, I need to go right. So you definitely want to zero your firearms, because you want to hit what you you know what I'm saying? You want to hit what you're aiming at. I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah, whatever you're aiming at, you want to hit it. Yeah.
That's good. So how would you recommend a new gun owner or a new shooter, not necessarily a new gun owner, but a new shooter who's maybe not the best at firing and not comfortable, because some of that firing might not have to do with the zeroing. It could actually do with your ass just can't shoot.
Take a class. Get with an instructor.
Yeah.
Follow up the physical in-person face-to-face instruction with videos and books, and even in the manuals that it talks about zeroing in every manual you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they have certain little tools and accessories you could buy to assist with, you know what I'm saying, you're being comfortable with that firearm. You just practice at home, like you said, the dry firing and everything like that, till the point you feel comfortable. And yeah, a lot of people don't feel comfortable with some stranger, teaching them how to shoot or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Find that family member or really, really close friend that you trust that really, really know what they're doing to take you out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Tanya, I took her out there. I didn't have to teach you nothing because you're Mr. Research. So you know what I'm saying? You were good. Mama
Yeah.
Mama was freaking, but Mama was out there in the country in Virginia somewhere. She
Well,
didn't
and she was in the military
Yeah,
too, so
and
I'm
she
sure
was in
she's
the
fine.
military, so Mama could shoot. You know what I mean? But yeah, and the
So
kid,
I'm gonna challenge you a little bit on that point.
let's get it.
So while I know you and your shooting proficiency, but I would honestly say take a class, have somebody that because just because somebody can shoot doesn't mean that they can teach you how to shoot. And there may be things about like they do. I mean, even though they may shoot well, they may have certain bad habits. So this is
True.
like the same logic that I apply with like people that want to ride a motorcycle. I could teach somebody how to ride a motorcycle, but I would recommend you take the class just because you're going to learn the textbook way to do it. And then you can talk to somebody to provide you that good feedback that's trained in the disciplines on how to teach you and not just I'm good at what I do. So I can just kind of show you what I'm doing because that doesn't always work.
I'm going to challenge you on that one
Go for it.
because instructors have their bad habits also.
I
They'll
mean, that's true, but you got to vet your instructors too.
and sometimes they'll confuse a new shooter. Like the way I do it is this way, but you're really supposed to do it this way. So it's whatever's
Right.
comfortable for you. So a new shooter's like, okay, so motherfucker, which one do I do? Do I do it the way you're showing me, or do I do it the fundamental way that you're showing me? Which one is it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's
sometimes,
where I think it doesn't hurt to like because being a new shooter and going out to the range the first time can be intimidating. So if somebody who's proficient and safe with it, not like the chick a few episodes back that we showed, whoever was with her needs to never hold a firearm again.
no, fuck.
But just to get over that intimidation and being comfortable going to the range, I'm cool with that. But
Take somebody with
you definitely need some formal education.
Yeah, some further instruction. I agree with that. You incorporate somebody you're comfortable with, and then the instructor you don't know. Because if you're going to go shoot the first time, brand new instructor, he don't know you, you don't know him, and a lot of people these days have anxiety for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And then a new shooter, whether you have been diagnosed with anxiety or not, you could be really anxious in there. You know, you're saying you got your earplugs in, you can't hear shit.
Yeah.
You got other fires next to you, and this is your very first time fucking shooting. You got this person next to you don't know at all, versus somebody that they know what they're doing, so you're a little bit more comfortable with them. But yes, reinforce what they're teaching with an actual instructor.
Yeah, I mean, and don't be afraid if you ain't clicking with the instructor, get a new one. Vet your instructors. I mean, especially if that's what they do, and it's not like a range, the instructor tied with the range. If that's what they do and they do firearm instruction, look at the reviews. Look at what other people are saying. If they have social media, check that out. See what kind of shit they're talking about. See, if they mesh. I mean, don't be afraid. I mean, it's you and what you need to learn for a very important skill. And don't be afraid to, be your own advocate and be like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And you might lose some money because you might not be able to get a refund, but hey, it's worth it to find that right instructor, find that right instruction. Never stop learning. And I mean, like I took the new shooter class, and that was pretty cool. I mean, you took that with a nice 22 mil, a 22 mil, 22 with a 22. I was gonna say 22 M&P. That's what I meant to say. So a 22 M&P, so it's nice and low risk, low stress environment. Everybody in there is doing the same thing. Everybody's firing 3 rounds at the same time, 5 rounds at the same time. Dealing with the malfunction. So you have that level of camaraderie because we're all at the same level. Because ain't nothing more intimidating than you go in there as a new shooter and that motherfucker beside you has like the whole spread out of like 2 ARs, a shotgun, a 9 mil, a 1911, a 45, and just going for it, and you just like, huh?
Now I've gone to the range and flex before. I have. It was one time, you know what I'm saying? I took, who went with me? Kevandre went with me. And now that I taught him how to shoot, he think he's a damn sniper or something, but that's besides the point. So, new shooters was in the lane right next to us.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was gonna show out. I'm like, hey son, headshot, bow bow. Didn't miss. Body, bow bow. Arm, bow, bow, bow. And I had one of those targets where it's like somebody's being held hostage. And then I pulled my target up and I was like, look at that shit, son. I did not hit the target hit the civilian one time. I told that other motherfucker up. Well, I got down. I mean, I just flexing, fucking around, having fun, man. But seriously, it can be intimidating. I definitely agree with the instructor piece and adding some familiarity with somebody that you can trust with it. And even us veteran shooters, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say I'm an expert because I'm not an expert. I'm gonna say intermediate. Because even us, I'm trying to find like some urban type training to go through. I mean, long as you know the fundamentals for the veterans, yeah, you can shoot. But I want to be to the point where I can react to any single situation. Like my shooting mindset is more of a military mindset. So I'm actually, and y'all hit me in the comments. I'm looking for some urban warfare type training to just get to add some more tools to my toolbox. But like you said, you never stop learning. And guns are awesome. I love them, man. I can't wait till I can get to the point where I can actually go to the range again because my knee is still not good. I mean, I can stand and shoot if I really, really wanted to, but safety, 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 safety. I don't want my knee to like give out while I'm shooting and then I end up shooting somebody. So
yeah, I mean that's good. That's good. Get you a stool and shoot from a sitting position, man. That'd be kind of cool to see. Be extra practice too.
I hate shooting sitting down.
I bet. One thing I recommend, not advertising, not a sponsorship and no shit like that, but alien gear holsters.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope system to have because with that you can see inside the waistband, outside the waistband, appendix carry, strong side carry. You can figure out how you want to carry and what's comfortable with you. And even if that's not the holster for you, it's a good holster to kind of learn how you want to carry and everything.
Yeah. Man, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
Yeah. So check that out. They're pretty good. And you may want another one. So
yeah.
With that, I mean, new gun owners, hit us up in the comments if you got any questions. I'm sure Casey over there will help you out.
Hopefully, if not, I know somebody that can. I promise you that.
Right. Take some classes if you can and get out there and practice. Continue to practice. Never stop practicing. Even if you ain't going to the range, dry fire.
Oh, yeah. And for my Augusta people, I'm going to plug homeboy in. I haven't personally met, bro, but dude, what's his name? Ted's on Facebook, Bailey Ballistics.
Yeah. I've seen a few people recommend him.
Yeah, y'all go check that man out, man. He does it out there. I'm actually can't wait to go to Augusta when I'm right because he has this thing called the Gauntlet, and I really want to try the Gauntlet. That shit looks fun as hell.
Yeah.